Good morning, everyone. Davening with Parshat Balak, dedicated to the memory of Lucy, Maya, and Rina D. Kulam Zichronam Livracha. In Parshat Balak, we have the most direct connection to davening till now. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. One of the praises that Bilam bestows upon the Jewish people is how beautiful are your shuls, are your batei midrash, your study halls. And indeed, I believe that if the Jews use this pasuk to start off davening every day, we can learn two messages from it. Number one, if someone gives you a praise, even if he has ulterior motives, such as Bilam tries to curse the Jewish people and he just can't do it. But if he gives you praise, kabel et ha'emet mimisha amaro, take the truth from who said it. So if Bilam said those words, I believe we have to take it to heart simply because the Jews throughout the generations printed it in their Sidurim right at the beginning of davening. But there's a second message that I think is even more important. And that is, when we talk about Jewish institutions, all have a tendency to point out the negative. We all point out how davening's too slow or too fast, how the air conditioning is too cold or not cold enough. And indeed, it's much, much, much easier to point out the negative than the positive. It's always more simple to look for something not good than good. But if all we do is going to point out the negative, then no one would want to be part of it. Or I'll say it differently, quoting Hagaon Rav Moshe Feinstein Zecher Tzadik Livracha. Every time a Jew came home and said the following words, "Is schwer zu sein a Yid," it's hard to be a Jew, another Jew assimilated. Why would you want to be part of a religion where all you hear is complaints and how hard it is and how terrible it is and how challenging it is? Obviously, it's also that, but not only that. And therefore, when you speak about davening in your shuls, I believe that there has to be both the good and the not so good. In other words, Ma tovu alecha Yaakov has to be part of the conversation. If it's not at least an element in that conversation, we have no chance that our children and our grandchildren would want to be part of this beautiful, beautiful home called a shul or a study hall. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov indeed challenges us all, not just to point out the negative, but to make sure that within that sentence we say, but still, it is ma tovu, it's beautiful. Wishing you all a Shabbat.